If you've been paying attention to the interactive questions, you'll notice we're giving away more 2K TV gear this hour.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report.
Well, it took 5 long months, but Anthony Davis's trade request was finally granted. And now he has a new start in Los Angeles alongside LeBron James. And the Lakers now boast 2 top 10 players. Kevin, this is a team with legitimate championship aspirations.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at LeBron James. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA2k20 for more. And now the Lakers starting group. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Shea is out there with LeBron James, and it's Davis in at the 5. And for Dallas, Doncic and Porzingis, the incredible forward pair. Hardaway is out there with Wright, and it's Powell in at the 5. On defense, the Mavericks. Well, every year, Doris, despite the expert predictions, there are always big surprises, some things that come out of the blue. Boy, they're fun to watch.
We tend to use that word expert lightly because you never know, despite collections of talent, who's going to work well together, who develops their chemistries, what injuries play a part in a particular season. Are there mid-season trades that sort of maybe change the chemistry and the makeup of a particular roster? So, listen, predictions, take them with a grain of salt. You never know how an NBA season might play out.
And that's why we love the regular season so much. Long, yes, but so many different twists and turns along the way.
No doubt.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here's Rondo. Shea left side. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
I'll tell you, around the basket, Shea has got such a good nose for putting it in the bucket.
Outside Hardaway. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Great D that time from Green. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Nuggets.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, Greg, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Dallas again missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shea with the bucket.
Boy, Kev, those are the instincts of LeBron James that we're witnessing. Just terrific at sensing when the defense has left one of his guys open.
Doncic dishes to Wright. And no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
And Doncic, here we go. And that one, good.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the inside. And Shea with the basket on the assist by James. And it's 8 points for Shea.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Doncic outside. Back to Wright. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Rondo kicks to Shea. Back to Rondo. Back to to Jay. Here's Davis. Again, Los Angeles.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Hardaway for three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr., looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
Inside, here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Right against Rondo, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Los Angeles leading by 7.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Here's the floater. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on LeBron James.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next? How can I be better?
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Porzingis, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Green passes to Shea. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
LeBron against Doncic. A floater. That shot, no good. Good D by James. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, do you think it's more challenging for superstars in smaller markets, mid-sized markets?
You know, this is such an interesting debate in a world that has become, because of social media, so much smaller. You know, I do think that certain larger markets, LA, New York, can be a blessing and a curse. It does still feel like that media scrutiny is a little bit larger. When things are going well, it's the best thing in the world. When things aren't going so well, boy, those day-by-day question after question can probably become pretty tedious.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Justin Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Lakers also with a sub. Cousins is checked in. Kleba, the pass to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. He shoots again. Shea passes to Cousins. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Passes it to Kleba. Here's Jackson. Pass to Brunson. Curry deciding where to go with it. Over James. Dallas again missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Good on the shot.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count that one.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Shea outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 17 points for Shea.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely. The offensive rebound. Outside Curry. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a...
Shea up top. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And Brunson, the college player of the year back in 2018, but fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. DeJuan Wright is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Doncic in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now with a strong mix of perimeter and interior defense, these leading shot blockers among small forwards this past month have had a very good run at their own end of the court. 5th on the list, LeBron James.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 41 points on the night, and his work ethic was evident, notching a double-double and also making his presence felt. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt, Greg. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Here's Doncic. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, the tight handle allows Luka Doncic to make the pretty move off the bounce.
Shea drives in. Davis, good, and the assist goes to Shea. Shea's got 5 assists in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Hardaway against Green. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Doncic, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's on Luka Doncic. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
I don't know how often we can say we get to watch a once-in-a-generation talent, but how lucky are we to watch LeBron do his thing?
The 17-footer. They get the rebound. Great D that time from Davis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that one is good. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Here's Wright over Rondo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Shea. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. And Davis puts it in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dallas calls timeout.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Shea.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Stop it. What can you do? James is so big and athletic that sometimes you have to foul him if you're on the defensive end.
And both free throws, good for James. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Bucket is good.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the 2-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
The feed to James.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
That's a beautiful jam.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Wright with it. Shay's there, and that one's good. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Now, Wright. He has 7. Here's Porzingis, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
The defense has got to start to make adjustments because Shea just keeps putting it to them.
And Wright kicks to Porzingis. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Shea.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Outside Rondo. It's Shea, top of the key. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. He kicks it to Davis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And he's able to get it back. Here's Murray. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Rondo. Porzingis looking it over. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, how comfortable is KP in the mid-range? Porzingis, what touch.
James in the post. Guarded by Doncic. James with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Left side, Porzingis makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter.
Thanks, guys. Huge first half for you, Che. You carried the load for your team. What can we see from you in the second half?
Hey, DA, man, you better believe you're gonna see more of that next half. This is just intermission in a one-man stage production like they call Dominance. A story of 4 parts. Making sure you don't miss Act 3 and 4 coming up, baby.
Okay, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Shea is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. And Doncic, here we go. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Doncic has got 11.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Outside, Green. Down low, Powell with the steal. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Porzingis, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
The Mavericks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shea passes to Davis. Shea with it. He's against Porzingis.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Right outside. He dishes it to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Doncic, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
And that one's good by Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the Mavericks call time here. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Hardaway dishes to Wright. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Wright's got 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
There's another block, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Hardaway passes to Wright. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Tries yet again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Brunson, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. And Shea throws it down.
What a big-time delivery from Shea. Go ahead.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They host the 76ers after this game. To the left wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. That one, no good. With 1 on the clock. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Shea, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. You and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Jackson, he's checked in for Dallas.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Che. And they double up Che and Murray. Here we go.
You know, you get the sense this guy, the 4 years of college ball helped. He plays at his pace, and he does it with such calm.
Hardaway against Murray. The pass to Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
To the paint. Shea's shot is off. Maverick shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Caldwell Pope against Hardaway. That one good for 2.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Shea passes to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Shea's got 44.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Curry. McGee with the block. Shea inside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Shea's got 46 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Good. 48 points for Shea.
Well, getting buckets on the drive, such a valuable skill. Shea, that will open up his perimeter game.
Outside Hardaway. Curry trying to break free. And Tim Hardaway Jr. with the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
On the wing, Jackson. that shot off, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Che.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Curry against Caldwell Pope. Curry can't get it to go.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Back to Che. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Lee outside. Poked away. Shoots the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and to the kind of they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olney, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
Yeah, you know what? This might be wrong to say, but the haters out there, I just consider them fans. It's really two sides of the same coin, you know? Anyone who thinks my numbers could be padded, well, check the scoreboard. Who won tonight, Playboy? But anyway, that's old news in a week, because I'm looking to break my season record next time out, you know what I'm saying?
If you're looking for bright spots from the past few games, look no further than Che, who's put together a real nice stretch of play here.
Couldn't agree more, Hank.
He's getting it done on both sides of the ball, and I know that's something they've been stressing to him in practice. I got a pretty good relationship with Coach.
Name drop.
It's true.
"200 episodes. Who would have thought?"
Wow, and here's the 200 more. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
Oklahoma City. That's the location.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Welcome, basketball fans. It's the Los Angeles Lakers matched up against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, 9th place in the Western Conference is where they currently stand, which might not sound like much, but does represent improvement over where they finished last season. What a show Che put on recently. Exploded for 50. Kenny, how does he follow that up?
Well, you know my career high, what it is?
It had to be
41 in 93.
Yeah, 41 in 1993.
It was against the Lakers, Shaq.
I remember.
In 93. But the next game, I only had 8 points because we blew the team out. So I didn't play much. So you're asking the wrong guy.
First time I went for 50, I thought I could follow up. Feeling good, icy hot on the knees, ready to go. But they swarmed me. They hacked me. They did everything they could do to keep me from scoring. So watch out, Che.
I think Che's going for 8 tonight, kind of like Kenny.
Well, as long as they get the win.
Let's go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature, always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LeBron.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Shea is out there with LeBron James, and it's Davis in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Andre Robertson, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Now, here's Robertson. Gallinari surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Adams. A second chance effort. Pass to Ferguson. And the rejection by James. Here's Green. Hits the jumper in space.
No, and you love this with Shea, the ability to see the whole floor and find the open man.
Paul against Rondo. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Paul, and too long on the shot. Outside, Green. He kicks to Rondo. To the inside. Here's Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Robertson, and so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Paul looking over the floor. Adams. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Shea throws it down.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
And the Thunder with the possession here. 6-point game. Rondo against Paul. Here's the lob to Adams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. No one near James as he lets it go. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's Ferguson. James covering. Ferguson kicks to Paul. 6 to shoot. All sorts of time, and the shot goes in. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Oh, that play took tremendous focus. Shea with the and 1 opportunity here.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
Now here's Paul. A 24-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think if that is defense, he had 4 steals in that game. He's got some toughness up tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Now here's Paul. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game.
So crafty inside of me. Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
Shea drives in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now, here is Gallinari. Covered by Shea. Back to Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Adams. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Shea.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Gallinari. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 9. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by James.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Gallinari with it, covered by Shea. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know,
Thunder trailing by 12. So for the Lakers right now, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Shea is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Rondo in at the point. Robertson with it. Now Green defending. Ball against Rondo. From 12 feet out, Ferguson for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Mavericks was all business. He finished with 52 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Green kicks to James. The pass to Shea. And taken away by Paul. Here's Ferguson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
He hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
For Los Angeles, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Floats it up for Shea.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Ferguson, the pass to Paul. Right wing. Muscala with the ball. Shea's there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that bucket. Muscala's got 11.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
LeBron dishes to Shea. And stolen by Robertson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Ferguson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Thunder have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
He's a strong performer, night in and night out. Shea taking it up a notch in this one.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Ferguson. Inside and stolen by James. The drive by Rondo. Here's Green. Here's Davis. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Robertson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And stolen by Shea. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Rondo. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, he loves to knock you down a bit.
Yep, that one goes in there. Lakers leading by 10. Shea drives in, and it's blocked. Paul with the ball. He's got 6. LeBron with the block.
Love watching James dominate the defense. An impressive rejection artist.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Murray's checked in for Los Angeles. Rondo looking around. And the rejection by Noel. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. There's the lob to Adams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Down low. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shea. Shea's got 4 assists in the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by LeBron. To the inside. Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Davis the pass to Shea. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight to the left side wing. Murray against Paul. Pass to Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now? Outside Rondo. Lets it go from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a...
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Yeah, Jay, he was very creative in how he orchestrated the offense.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Andre Robertson out there with Paul, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward. James looking around. Shea dishes to Green. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Robertson the pass to Gallinari. The lob to Gallinari, and Gallinari throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Back to Shea. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Passes it to Gallinari. Pass to Adams. 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. They grab their own miss, and the layup falls. Adams has got 12.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Jay gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got 6 assists here tonight. Ball against Rondo. And it's Gallinari missing. Los Angeles leading by 7. James the pass to Shea. It's good. Shea's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, just another thing you love about Shea, his ability to take a pounding and fight through it.
Gallinari outside. The pass to Ferguson. Gallinari down low. Shea's there. Goes back up. Here's Adams. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. The drive by Shea, and good that time. And now it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Tipped away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And at the start of the new year, a look here at the Rookie of the Year race. Some great young players making their entree into the NBA. You look at Shea. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I would have to agree. The thing that impresses me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
Here's Adams. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Chalk up 2 there. And now it's 27 points for Shea.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
It's stolen by Rondo. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's James. Plenty of space. And it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. LeBron's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Takes the 13-footer. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Thunder have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes, he fights through that pick. And as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Thunder trailing by 12. Ball outside and slam dunk by Noel.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And he comes up with the deuce. 31 points for Shea.
And and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Ferguson. Kicks to Robertson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Ferguson. There's the triple. Another shot. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Che. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you think back to when Che stuck up for his injured teammates in college. He realizes life is bigger than the game.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green. And Murray subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Lakers leading by 14. It's Kuzma penetrating.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. 2 points, that one goes. Shai's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Shai with the block.
2 block shots with fouling. I mean, you have great timing and body control. Shai showing both.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. The Lakers on D. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, G.A. I mean, it's the kind of pressure you want, though. I mean, getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part. Some guys have a hard time playing through contact. Che, he remains undeterred.
Schroeder looking around. Over Rondo. Adams trying to free himself up. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Making the play off the bounce, on the move. Che is extremely active.
Schroeder outside. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the dunk by Jay.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Schroeder. Plays it up off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Pass to Che. And they double up Che. Outside for Murray. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. The shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Ferguson. Guarded by Kuzma. That's tipped. Adams, the pass to Noel. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
Murray outside. And here's Kuzma. 8 points for him. Outside Rondo. And it's Shea missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 9th assist in the game now. Schroeder kicks to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Over Rondo. Misses the shot.
And always good to see Rondo being active defensively, more than capable of shutting down his man.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
You should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get. Look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Noel. And it's Paul in for Terrence Ferguson. And Los Angeles with some changes. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that three, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Shea, also Jared Dudley out there, Caldwell Pope out there with Murray, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot. Got a piece of it, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Look at Gallinari. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. There's the pass to Diallo. Back to Schroeder. Moreland passes to Burton. Here's Moreland, covered by Shea. Moreland with the bucket. Moreland's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Pass to Caruso. Caldwell Pope outside. Connects from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Schroeder outside to the middle. Here's Patton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Lakers on the break. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Shea. And that's 17 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. The Thunder have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Nobody near Schroeder, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And Shea throws it down.
Well, there's an intimidation factor to Shea's game. I mean, you see the talent, but also the intensity.
Passes it to Moreland. From the arc. Rebound by Murray. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-7 run. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Chris, whether it's KD or Kyrie, we've seen stars grow irritated with constant questions about their free agent destinations.
I would just suggest to them to go back in time. Nothing's new under the sun. Watch guys like Shaq, like myself, other guys that were free agents. It's a time to talk about it, and it's a time not to. And you can even speak about your impending free agency without insulting the fans where you're playing and without guessing of maybe where you will go next year. I just think that guys just need to be a little more sensitive with it. Fans really want to know, and if the media's going to ask you the question, you got to figure a way how to handle that out delicately.
Well said. Patton kicks it over to Schroeder. Feeds it to Moreland, and the shot is good.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Shea outside. It's stolen by Schroeder. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Got a piece of it. Here's Burton. He's covered by Murray. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shea.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Patton. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Back to Schroeder. From deep three-point range, they get it back. Moreland, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough.
And it's good, 2 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And there's the pass to Diallo from outside the arc. That shot missing. Shea inside. Yet another bucket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. You had to choose which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
I don't know, Shaq, man. I have to say my passing and my scoring. I mean, they go together, so how do you pick? That's like asking someone which one of their 2 children are their favorite. That's just something you don't do, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned that from a personal experience. You don't go down that road.
Well, I have 6 kids, and my daughters are my favorites.
Really strong play from Shea recently, but I want to talk about about something I like to call perspective.
Okay, say it with me, everyone. Stop hating, Hank!
No. Look, I'm not here to tell you, Chase.
That's good. Let's do that. Hey, Che.
Hey, what's
we're
up,
all
guys?
real glad that you're here and with this commercial and helped us creatively. Welcome.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. So look, I don't really know what I'm doing exactly, so I'm not a great actor or anything like that.
Oh, not a problem. There are a few things we want you to say. Just, it's simple stuff. Just be yourself, and we should get you out of here pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, whatever you want, man.
Great. So here's the rundown. You're into beats because they help you block out from distractions. You're a professional athlete. Everybody wants a piece of you, the media, the fans, agents, whatever you relate to. But with beats, you're able to disappear into a headspace, block it all out.
Hey, but I have lines, all right?
Yeah, just make sure you emphasize the right words. That's important for our message.
Okay, I got you.
I'll break it down into 4 parts. First, how do I block out distractions? Beats.
Got you.
Second, wherever I go, I gotta have my beats.
Gotta have my beats.
Third, with revolutionary, pure adaptive noise-canceling technology.
Okay.
Fourth, I hear my music, not the noise.
Got you.
Think you're ready to give it a shot?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Okay. I'll count it down, 3, 2, 1, then I'll point to you and you can just let it rip.
Cool.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
How do I block out the noise? Beats. Wherever I go, I gotta have my beats. With revolutionary, pure adaptive noise-canceling technology. I hear my music, not the noise.
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.